Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost another icon, legend in the film and television industry, in the horror genre, and in the Black community. And that person I'm talking about is Tony Todd. Tony Todd recently passed away at the age of 69, and this devastating news has sent shocks throughout the industry and the Black community. So I'm here to give you my thoughts about Tony Todd and his career. I got wind of Tony Todd back in the day was I saw Platoon and I saw him in the Platoon. But what really caught my attention with him was when he did the remake of The Night of the Living Dead. I had saw the black and white version, but the remake that he did, it caught my attention. And the reason why it caught my attention was because he caught my attention. He had a presence in the movie, his voice, everything to where even if you really wasn't a fan of horror movies, just his acting just made you tune in to want to watch it. And after that movie, I started to follow his career and some of the things that he was doing. But what really catapulted his career and what really blew him up is when he did Candyman. When the Candyman movie came out, it exploded throughout the horror genre and it exploded in the black community. And the reason why I did that was because we had not seen a black person in a role that had that impact. Now we had other blacks in, the horror movies, like with Blackula, JD's Revenge, but Candyman took it to a whole nother level. And Tony Todd, his acting and his presence as Candyman just took it to a whole nother level. Because he just had that whole package, the look, the voice, everything about him. And the fact that it was a really good movie. And the crazy thing about it was that when the movie came out and people started to talk about it, it was like, hey, have y'all seen this movie Candyman? And they were like, no. They're like, you need to see it. And they said, because, Candyman is black. And people were like, huh? They're like, yeah, no, Candyman is black. They're like, he's a black, the lead character is black, but it's a really good movie. You need to check it out. And once we got a hold of it a um, that a horror movie and that a brother was the lead role in the movie, just like with Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers, everybody just ate it up, and we couldn't get enough of them. Now, the remake that they try to do with Jordan Peele and all them, I'm not knocking it. I wasn't a big fan of that one, but that's another time, another story. But Tony Todd's presence and what he did for Candyman, it turned him into a horror icon globally. Not just nationally, but globally. Everybody knew who he was at that point. And then from then on there, he started to do other stuff in the horror community. The horror community. He did Final Destination when he was the mortician. Just that little small scene that he had definitely went well and got your attention. His voice. when he was telling the guy, Alex was like, "Yeah, you don't want to fuck with this Mac Daddy." And when Alex was leaving out, how he turned to him and gave him that look with that creepy voice and said, "I see you soon." That right there is just legendary. And then not only that, but when he did the voice of Venom in the Spider-Man video game, another great performance that he did. So my overall thoughts on Tony Todd, like I said, great talent. From what people that knew him in the industry said, he was a really great, nice, down to earth person, and he cannot be replaced. There would never ever be another Tony Todd. Never ever. And I just hope that they don't try to do no remake or another reboot of Candyman because it's just not going to work without him. It's just not going to work. So, to the film companies, please, please, please leave Candyman alone. Don't try to do nothing with it. Don't try to touch it. You tried it before and it was not so great. So just leave that alone. Leave that alone. But I want to hear from you all. Tell me your thoughts about this. What was your favorite Tony Todd film? Uh, what was your thoughts about him becoming a horror icon, playing Candyman? Let's have this conversation. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.